Hello, today we are talking about hyperventilation. Do you know what hyperventilation is? It is a very wrong way of breathing that people use to try to store more oxygen. Another very wrong detail is that there are fishermen who think that by hyperventilating, that is by taking very fast breaths before going down to the bottom, they can store more oxygen. But there is nothing more wrong, and on top of that, it puts your life at risk. Today I will explain what it is. Basically, essentially, in our blood, in the human body, there are two distinct levels that we need to consider. One is oxygen, which is essential for life, and the other one is carbon dioxide, which is a byproduct of respiration. Carbon dioxide is nothing more than a waste product of oxygen. Okay? So, when we prepare for the dive, we store oxygen to ensure that our apnea lasts for a certain amount of time, but our oxygen tank is not bigger than this. So by hyperventilating, we can't think of filling it beyond its limit, okay? Now I will explain in detail how the process of oxygen consumption works. When we dive and stay on the bottom, moving around consumes oxygen, all right? We initially started with a certain specific amount of oxygen and significantly lowered the levels of carbon dioxide in our bloodstream. So we find it almost at zero. A small amount remains. As we stay on the bottom, the oxygen starts to gradually decrease because we slowly consume it with our muscles. And at the same time, the level of carbon dioxide significantly rises. When the level of carbon dioxide reaches a certain threshold, an alarm bell immediately goes off, telling us clearly that we urgently need to return to the surface. For us as fishermen, the alarm bell is the diaphragmatic contractions that tell us that the oxygen level has dropped and the carbon dioxide level has hit the alarm bell. Okay? So, what happens when we hyperventilate and we stay on the surface, perform these extremely very rapid and quick breathing acts, fill our oxygen tank well, but completely discharge the carbon dioxide in our bodies? What consequences does this have? We will go down, do our apnea, the oxygen will gradually decrease, and at the same time, the carbon dioxide will rise. But we will still be at the bottom and feel a sense of well-being because our alarm bell has not yet been triggered. So, going back up through various other processes that I will explain to you later, we have a lack of oxygen that can lead to anoxic syncope. This is what can happen if you hyperventilate.